At this very moment, while you are watching this video, ICE officers are conducting what many observers describe as the most extensive enforcement sweep involving Asian immigrants in recent U.S. history. From January through October 2025, ICE detained 7,752 individuals from Asian and Pacific Islander nations. That figure is nearly 4 times higher than during the same time frame under the Biden administration, when the total stood at 1,988. Of those 7,752 individuals, 7,069 were taken into custody, and 2,631 were ultimately removed from the country. Here is the statistic that deserves serious attention. 69% of people arrested during immigration check-ins had absolutely no criminal history. None at all. They attended their scheduled interviews, complied with every requirement, and left in restraints. In this video, I will outline the 7 Asian countries that appear to be facing the most intense deportation enforcement focus heading into 2026, and more importantly, what you and your loved ones should consider doing immediately to safeguard yourselves. Stay until the end, because country number 6 is receiving far less attention than it should. Welcome back and thanks for joining. If you are new here, this channel provides clear, fact-based information about immigration policy. No panic-driven narratives, no softening of reality, just practical details to help you make informed decisions about your future. If this content is useful, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who may benefit. It truly could make a difference. Let's begin. Country number 1, Bangladesh. If you are a Bangladeshi national living in the United States, policy shifts over the past several months have significantly altered your situation. Here is what occurred. On January 6, 2026, Bangladesh was added to the visa bond list. This means Bangladeshi citizens applying for B1 or B2 visitor visas may now be required to post a bond of up to $15,000 before traveling. The stated reason is visa overstay data. According to DHS's fiscal year 2024 overstay report, Bangladesh recorded a B1/B2 overstay rate of approximately 5.73%, representing more than 2,200 cases. Enforcement actions extended beyond that measure. On January 21, 2026, the State Department paused immigrant visa processing for nationals of 75 countries, including Bangladesh. Family-sponsored, diversity, and employment-based immigrant visas were placed on hold. Interviews at the U.S. Embassy in Dhaka were canceled or postponed indefinitely. Why is Bangladesh receiving heightened deportation attention? 3 primary reasons are cited. First, publicly available overstay data. Second, inclusion in the expanded USCIS vetting framework announced March 30, 2026, which adds mandatory social media review, financial history checks, and deeper background screening. Third, concerns about unauthorized employment among certain visa holders, particularly students and visitors working without authorization. Workplace audits and I-9 inspections have increased as a result. If you are Bangladeshi with a pending immigration matter, consider these steps promptly. File a Freedom of Information Act request to obtain your full immigration file. Consult a qualified immigration attorney as soon as possible. And attend any USCIS appointment only with legal counsel present. Country number 2, Nepal. Nepal currently faces significant uncertainty. In summer 2025, DHS announced the termination of temporary protected status for Nepal. TPS had shielded thousands of Nepali nationals following devastating earthquakes and ongoing instability. That protection ended August 5, 2025. A federal district court initially blocked the termination, but on February 9, 2026, the Ninth Circuit reversed that order, allowing the government to proceed while appeals continue. As of April 2026, TPS protections are not active. In practical terms, individuals who relied on TPS for work authorization and protection from removal may now lack valid employment authorization and face deportation risk. Many affected families include U.S. citizen children. Nepal is also included in the 75-country immigrant visa pause. If you are Nepali and previously held TPS, speak with counsel about potential alternatives such as asylum, adjustment of status, or other humanitarian options. Acting early is critical. Country number 3, Myanmar, also known as Burma. Myanmar has faced civil conflict since the February 2021 military takeover. Reports from international organizations describe widespread instability and human rights concerns. Despite this context, DHS announced termination of TPS for Burma on November 25, 2025, effective January 26, 2026. Nearly 4,000 Burmese nationals were affected. A federal court issued a temporary order just days before implementation, but litigation remains ongoing. USCIS guidance has indicated that TPS benefits have terminated unless further court action changes the status. Many Burmese TPS holders originally entered through refugee or humanitarian channels and include ethnic minorities who report risk if returned. Individuals should stay connected with reputable legal service providers and advocacy groups. Options may include asylum based on changed country conditions, withholding of removal, or protection under the Convention Against Torture. Court rulings can shift quickly, so staying informed is essential. Country number 4, Cambodia. The Cambodian story has deep historical roots. After the Khmer Rouge period and subsequent conflicts, many Cambodians resettled in the United States as refugees. Some later received removal orders due to criminal convictions. Many completed their sentences years ago, but remained in the United States because deportation coordination progressed slowly. In recent years, cooperation between the U.S. and Cambodia has increased, and long-standing removal orders are being executed. Reports indicate that some individuals have been transferred to third countries under certain arrangements. Legislation titled the Southeast Asian Deportation Relief Act of 2026 has been introduced, though its future remains uncertain. Individuals with final removal orders should consult experienced immigration counsel and connect with established legal advocacy organizations to understand potential remedies or class action protections. Country number 5, Pakistan. Pakistan's enforcement profile has intensified quietly. DHS reports place Pakistan's B1/B2 overstay rate at approximately 7.36%, above the non-visa waiver average. Discussions about adding Pakistan to the visa bond list have been reported. In September 2025, DHS publicized the arrest of a Pakistani national during a routine USCIS appointment, highlighting coordination between agencies. That example heightened concern within the community. Pakistan is also included in the immigrant visa pause list. Expanded vetting measures emphasize social media and digital history review. Applicants are advised to review their online presence carefully and consult counsel before submitting new filings if there are past status violations. Carrying an emergency contact card with an attorney's information and the ICE detainee hotline at 866-347-2423, along with locator.ice.gov, can assist families if detention occurs. Country number 6, Afghanistan. Many Afghan nationals arrived after assisting U.S. forces during the 20-year conflict. Following the Taliban's return in August 2021, evacuations under Operation Allies Welcome granted temporary protections. On May 12, 2025, DHS announced termination of TPS for Afghanistan, effective July 14, 2025. Advocacy organizations expressed concern about risks facing returnees. Afghanistan is also affected by immigrant visa pauses and expanded travel restrictions under presidential proclamations. Individuals from Afghanistan may explore asylum or other humanitarian protections with experienced attorneys. Groups such as HIAS, the International Refugee Assistance Project, and No One Left Behind provide legal resource connections. Country number 7, China. Chinese nationals account for the largest share of Asian ICE arrests, approximately 26% between January and October 2025, or about 1,991 cases. Enforcement dynamics here intersect with broader geopolitical tensions. Reports indicate China signaled willingness to accept confirmed nationals following diplomatic discussions. Removal flights have increased compared to prior years. Domestic transfer flights between detention centers and staging locations have also risen. National security rhetoric regarding espionage and technology protection has influenced policy discussions. While certain cases may involve specific allegations, broad enforcement affects students, workers, and families as well. China is included in expanded travel restrictions and immigrant visa pauses. Chinese nationals should work with attorneys familiar with both immigration and broader policy considerations. Avoid discussing sensitive case details on public or monitored digital platforms. Stepping back, broader survey data shows that many Asian and Pacific Islander adults report feeling affected by immigration policy changes. A significant percentage say they feel less secure than before, and some have considered relocating. Enforcement policies have expanded detention capacity and increased operations in sensitive locations. Oversight groups have reported concerns about detention conditions and in-custody deaths. So what practical steps can you take? First, understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent and the right to request an attorney. If approached, state clearly, "I am exercising my right to remain silent, and I would like to speak with my attorney." Second, keep an emergency contact card with your attorney's information. The ICE hotline, 866-347-2423, and locator.ice.gov. Third, submit Form G639 at uscis.gov to request your immigration records. Fourth, review your social media content and remove material that could be misinterpreted. Fifth, avoid attending government appointments alone. Bring legal counsel whenever possible. The overall enforcement environment for Asian immigrants in 2026 reflects significant change. Whether from Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Cambodia, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, or elsewhere, policies are evolving quickly. Systems once considered slow have become more accelerated. Preparation matters. Staying informed, organized, and legally represented reduces risk. Share in the comments which country you are from and the immigration challenges you are navigating. Your question may inspire a future video. If this was helpful, subscribe, share it, and join our WhatsApp alerts group using the link below. I'll see you in the next update. Stay informed and stay prepared.